Carla and Brendan here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. And it's time to talk about the latest Bloodstock announcement. A little late to the party in this one. What are you going to do? We didn't have the time to get online and talk about the latest announcement on the 31st of January. The 14 bands added to the festival, which maxes out the Sophie Lancaster stage and the Ronnie James Dio stage, the main two stages of Bloodstock. We are going to give you a quick rundown, offer our opinions on the bands, excitement, interest, and so on now, as much because, hey, we've done them all, so we might as well continue with the latest as well. So yeah, 14 bands were announced overall, including day tickets now on sale. So if you want to go to Bloodstock, but you don't want to go for the weekend, you can pick up a day ticket right now. So completing the main stage, we start with Friday, beginning with Doom Band, Witch Sorrow. Familiar?
I feel like I am by name, but I don't know how familiar. I feel also like Witch Sorrow sounds like it could be a number of bands.
Yeah.
But so it could just be that. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So
No, fair enough. But it's Doom, so right up your street, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
something to chill out to.
Absolutely. Lancaster Rockers Witch Hazel. And that's spelt with like a W-Y instead of the W-I.
Yeah,
I
again,
don't know them.
Nah, same.
Polish black and death metal band Hate. I feel like I should know this band, but I don't know if I do.
I think I do know Hate a bit, but anyway, Black and Death. So I have a feeling I'd enjoy it, even if I'm not 100% familiar with like loads of tracks or anything.
Agreed. It's kind of a straightforward. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's fine. No issues there. Then we go to Saturday, where we've got the Swedish rock band Royal Republic. It could be a nice breath of fresh air in a very obviously heavy metal orientated weekend. This rock band, I think they're all right.
Yeah, again, I recognise the name. I don't know if I know anything by them. So
what I do know is Employed to Serve. Really like this band. This is a good addition for me personally.
Yeah, I know them a bit as well, so it's a band I know, so that was good. I don't think I know them like not to the level that you just said, to be honest with you. But yeah, cool.
And then we've got on Sunday to max out the main stage, we have Tribulation, the black goth death metal band, Swedish black goth and death metal band. This band's great. Yeah, this is a cool addition.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this band I'm a fan of. Very good.
All right, then we move to the Sophie Lancaster stage, and we start with a replacement band. So Whitechapel are now no longer able to appear. So Candlemass, in a UK exclusive performance, are now the band playing in their place. For me personally, it's the kind of swap that I'm happy enough with because I like Candlemass a lot. But I don't feel any stronger about them than I did say Whitechapel. Like, to me, I'm like, okay, that's a good replacement. It's a band I like as well.
Yeah, I think definitely for me, the fact that it's Whitechapel or Candlemass has had very little impact on me. I know both bands well, as I think everyone probably does. I would never have really put myself down as a massive fan of either band, like probably alike. So it doesn't really matter to me either way, to be honest with you.
No, that's fine as well. And obviously your lack of interest in Doom, I suspect.
Well, I mean, this is kind of sometimes the more traditional kind of old school Doom. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that I can get, I'm a bit more on board with than, like 6 notes an hour, sort of stuff. So
very good, very good. All right, then we've got a Bloodyard, death metal band Bloodyard. I don't know them.
No, same, never heard of them.
And we've got the Black Cross band, Wolf Bastard, who up until recently I would have been like, oh, I don't really know this band, but I actually saw this band play live at the New Cross Inn a few months back, supporting, I can't even remember who they were supporting, but yeah. Do you?
I don't. Well, I feel like the name's recognizable, and I also think the name's cool. I like the name. So,
well, my wife's just shouted out to me across the room. It was at Beyond the Grave. We went to Beyond the Grave Festival one of the days, and they played there. And yeah, they were really cool. She picked up a bit of merch from them as well. Good band.
the eye-catching or ear-catching name. So.
Yeah. Black Coast, I don't know them, but they're described as new metalcore. And I'll be honest, man,
Yeah.
I know it's just a description and it's a genre and all that, but fuck me, does that make my balls climb up inside me? New metalcore.
It's like I was going to say we're a bit like we're still in the era of metalcore, aren't we? It's like it's a bit early for new in it.
Yeah, I'm noticing a few bands coming up with the same sort of tag now where they're combining new metal and modern metalcore.
Oh, cool. That's great. Hopefully they'll stick some doom in it as well for me, and then it will essentially just combine all the genres I dislike the most. I don't know, like, I don't know that into the band. Sometimes genres are deceiving, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
It could be really, really cool, energetic stuff if it's the best of new metal and the best of metalcore, because there are bands in both we do like. So
Exactly, that's the thing. Don't know, so no real judgment here.
yeah.
Oh no, we can't include this one anymore. Well, at the time, the ska punk band Ruskaja was on there, but of course, since this announcement came out, they have now disbanded. Casualty, musical casualty, not no hyperbole by using that term, of the current Russian-Ukraine conflict, unfortunately. Go read a statement about it. It's very detailed and very in-depth and very honest and open as to why they've decided to call it quits. Then we get one of the bands of the weekend for me. Very excited. It's Gyria. And this band released their latest album late last year. It was a 10 out of 10, I think, or 9.5 out of 10 from me. Thought it was incredible. Really looking forward to these dudes.
And I don't know much about them at all other than your review.
Oh, fair enough. They're banging. I think they're right up your street as well. It's death extreme, little bit of plenty of flair and panache. Yes. All the way from Canada, we've got Striker. Power metal, heavy metal. Don't know.
I think I do. It's one of those ones. I think I do. I know it's like down as power heavy metal, but I think if I'm getting it, I might be getting a mix up, but I think they're one of like the kind of new wave of traditional heavy metal sort of style bands.
Right.
So like the soaring sort of vocals, lots of guitar solos. If I'm right and it's the band I'm thinking of, I think that would be really good fun. And having a little bit of power-esque style stuff there. In a lineup that's once again for Bloodstock very, very weighted towards a handful of genres only. I think is a good thing.
Agreed. There's absolutely absolutely nothing wrong with that. Even though I don't know them, I'm kind of like, well, it's cool. It's always nice to have that little bit of freshness in, as you say, in a lineup that's filled with a lot of leanings towards the usual death and thrash and stuff like that. Well, I'm saying that, I can't recognize too many thrash bands on it.
No, it seems to be, death and things with the word core in it. Seems to be the thing now.
Well, that's the spate of bands we have these days, and that brings us to the last one, Skin Failure, which, funny enough, actually has elements of thrash in their sound, but mainly hardcore as well. This band's amazing. In fact, new album was banging, and did a good interview. Had a good interview with them too a few months back. So really pleased to see them added to this bill.
Cool. You know an awful lot more about them than I do, which is nothing.
Yeah, that was the latest round of bands pretty much completing. Although now I suspect they're going to have to, because of Ruskaja, I don't know if I'm saying it right. That would mean there's probably one more band to fit in. But yeah, that does complete the entire lineup for the main and Sophie stages. Now we just need new blood, obviously, as the year goes on. That will be filled out. Lots.
Jägermeister.
Yep, Jägermeister as well. The Metal to the Masters is underway in a lot of territories that are due to start for a lot of other ones. There's a lot of big bands.
Yeah,
a lot of
some
big
shit
names.
tributes for the VIP tent.
Oh God, yeah, okay, yes,
that's
your jam. If that's your jam, but across the weekend, there should be something there for everyone. That is where Bloodstock is at as of 2023, February 2023. There's the band. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts on it? You know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music, and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror, and heavy metal. What else is life for?